Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 19 of the August Daily Draws. So let's see what message we get today. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tower of the Witch's Garden, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Lammas Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the Sun card, a very positive card. You know, the sun is warm. It brings, when we go out on a sunny day, we feel good. It lifts our spirits. So this card comes to say to us that the positive energy, you know, the ability to have your spirits lifted, to feel good is here. But we have to receive it. We have to, you know, we literally, to benefit from, you know, the feel-good factor of sunshine, we have to go out into the sunshine. We can't hide away. Now, obviously, there are practical things to do with the sun, about, you know, the sun's very powerful. And, you know, it's very strong, the energy is very strong. And of course, you know, if we go out in the sun, too much sun, you know, can be harmful to us. It can be harmful to our skin. So there's a benefit to it, you know, because you can get vitamin D from sunlight, very important vitamin that we get. And that's why it's important to, you know, get out there and breathe the fresh air. And, you know, when it's a sunny day, enjoy the sun, but do it responsibly. That's, you know, there's a public announcement message there. Wear sunscreen when necessary. You know, and wear a hat if, you know, to stop getting sunstroke. But done the right way, we can get some benefits from being out in the sun. And so what this is saying is, draw in that positive energy, be positive, but also there's a thing called, and it's something I don't know whether I totally go with or not yet. I can sort of see where it's coming from, but there's a phrase called toxic positivity. And can you be too positive? Or can you absorb it in the wrong way and emanate it in the wrong way that isn't so healthy for you? I know that's a genuine question, because I haven't come to an absolute conclusion on that. So, but I can see where if you feel there's an expectation for you to be happy and smiley and, you know, seemingly okay all the time and positive, and sometimes some people find that annoying, but that's more like their problem to my mind than yours. But I feel whereas it may be a little unhelpful to us is if it makes us close off our feelings, because we, you know, any feelings that we don't feel match that positive vibe, that we shut those out. and we almost ignore them or repress them or deny that they're there. And that can be unhealthy. To my mind, as far as I've got with this, and I don't know why I'm talking about this, it's just what I feel that this card is wanting me to talk about, is that we can be in touch with our emotions. Emotions are emotions. We label some emotions good and some of them bad. Emotions are emotions to me. They're the way that we feed back to ourselves how we think and feel about certain things. And that's important. It's a function of ourselves. That's why we have them. But we shouldn't be controlled by them. We shouldn't, let them overwhelm us. That's the difference. They're there to inform us so we can make the right response to the situation. They're just a feedback mechanism. We don't have to give in to them. We acknowledge that they're there. We receive the message that they're telling us, but then we can respond in the right way, where we push through those and use those and grow in those situations, no matter how we feel. And we can do that in a positive way. So we embrace, if we're feeling sad, we can acknowledge we're feeling sad. And when we get that feedback that we're feeling sad for a reason, or some other emotion, or anger or something like that. There's a reason why we are feeling that, and we shouldn't ignore that. We should take that on board. But the positive way is to say, right, I feel angry or I feel sad. This is why. I'm going to tackle this in a positive way. I'm not going to deny it's there. I'm going to channel this and work with this in a constructive way, or not in a way that brings me down, but what builds me up. And that's positive energy being used and channeled in the right way. But you're not denying any so-called negative emotions. So with all that being said, I went on a bit of a tangent there, but this is a very positive card, and it says be positive. You've got positive energy around you. Take hold of it and use it, but use it wisely and channel it through whatever situation you face. Positive or negative situation, if you want to label it that way. And let it give you the positive energy to work with it and work through it. And I think that's what the Sun card is telling us. The energy is there to use in a constructive way. It's up to you to choose how you use that energy. Okay, so let's see how the Oracle card speaks to that situation. Bakery. There's nothing more uplifting sometimes than the smell of freshly baked bread. That's something else, A smell can be uplifting too. All these positive things we can think about. Take the time to diligently practice and refine your craft. Success will follow as you savor each little victory along the way. Now, this, I feel feeds back into what I said, is that with each little victory on the way, refine your craft. Success will follow. Diligently practice and refine your craft. You won't always get it right. She's probably had to bake a lot of bread to get this into the nice condition it is. Maybe when she first started, the first one didn't come out right. Now, she could have took that negative, she could have took that negative situation. She felt disappointed maybe, and that, she didn't feel good about the end result. But did she enjoy the process? Did she enjoy the act of baking? Even if the end result wasn't great, did she enjoy herself doing it? And then the positive energy she brought is, well, okay, why did this go wrong? All right, this is what I need to change and do better next time. And she practiced and she refined her craft, and then subsequent loaves came out much better because she channeled it in a positive way. She didn't deny the fact that she felt bad and disappointed that the first one came out wrong, but she persisted with positive energy to keep going, not to give up, and she got there in the end. And in each little bit where she improved, she celebrated that. Savor every little victory along the way. And that, I believe, is what the cards are saying today. Okay, that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 20. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.